Communication is the bridge between misunderstanding and clarity. But what happens when that bridge is built on conflict rather than compassion? Every day, we engage in a myriad of interactions, and the quality of these interactions is determined by how effectively we communicate. Yet, all too often our conversations become battlegrounds, filled with interruptions, judgments, and defensive stances. Recognizing the bad habit starts with seeing the signs. Interrupting, not listening, quick to judge, and defensive responses. Recognizing the bad habit starts with seeing the signs. Conflict communication often manifests in a number of ways. It might be that familiar feeling of impatience, leading you to interrupt someone mid-sentence. Or perhaps it's the tendency to listen only to formulate your next argument rather than truly understanding the other person's viewpoint. It might be the quickness with which you judge or the defensiveness that seeps into your responses. All these are telltale signs of conflict communication, but it doesn't stop there. The impact of such communication extends beyond the immediate moment. It can lead to damaged relationships, increased stress, and an ongoing cycle of negativity. It's like a ripple effect, where one small act of conflict communication can have far-reaching consequences. So, it's important to recognize these signs early on and understand their impact. But remember, recognition is just the first step towards transforming conflict into compassion. The impact extends beyond the moment, damaged relationships, stress, and a cycle of negativity. Conflict communication isn't just a momentary disruption. It's like a stone thrown into a pond, creating ripples that extend far beyond the point of impact. First, there's the immediate effect on your relationship with the other person. Trust can be damaged, respect can be lost, and the bond between you can be strained or even broken. Then, there's the toll it takes on your well-being. Stress levels skyrocket, sowing seeds of anxiety, frustration, and even depression. And let's not forget the vicious cycle it perpetuates. Negative communication breeds more negativity, creating a loop of conflict that's hard to break. But here's the good news. You have the power to break this cycle. It starts with awareness. Notice your emotions, the urge to interrupt or jump to conclusions. Pause, reflect on the why behind your reaction. It's the first step towards transforming conflict into compassion. Awareness is your ally. Recognize that the bridge to understanding is often paved with conflict, but it doesn't have to be. The process of transforming conflict communication into compassionate communication starts with self-awareness. Notice when you're feeling defensive or the urge to interrupt. Identify the impulse to jump to conclusions. Pause, reflect. Ask yourself, why am I reacting this way? The key is to understand that our reactions are often rooted in our own experiences, not the other person's words or actions. It's not about winning an argument, but about understanding perspectives. Imagine if we could shift our communication habits from a place of defensiveness to a place of understanding. The ripple effect could be profound. It could change not only our personal relationships, but also the way we interact in our communities and workplaces. Shifting to compassionate communication involves listening, empathy, and constructive responses. Shifting to compassionate communication involves listening, empathy, and constructive responses. The first strategy is active listening. Listen not to reply, but to understand. This means fully focusing on the speaker, avoiding interruption, and seeking clarification if something is unclear. The second strategy is empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes, to feel their emotions and understand their perspective. Empathy allows us to connect on a deeper level and fosters understanding. The third strategy is to respond constructively. This involves expressing your thoughts and feelings in a respectful and considerate manner. It's not about winning an argument, but about finding a common ground and building a bridge of understanding. Remember, it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Your tone, your body language, and even your silence can speak volumes. By changing our approach, we transform conflict into an opportunity for understanding and connection. By changing our approach, we transform conflict into an opportunity for understanding and connection. Remember, every conversation is a chance to build bridges, not walls. Recognize the signs of conflict communication. Feel the impact it has. Develop awareness and apply strategies to shift towards compassionate communication. Listen, empathize, and respond constructively. You have the power to turn the tide, to shift from conflict to compassion. Practice compassionate communication today. Share your experience with us in the comments below.